field. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will get the football first. It was the Cardinals in a beatdown of the Cats in their last meeting.
These are two schools obviously playing in different conferences, but winning this game matters, especially on the recruiting trail. That really helped Louisville last season.
Yeah, and especially winning in that fashion. Like, we're talking about what rivalry? Like, we own you. We own conference bragging rights. A lot of positives for Louisville a year ago.
Got enough for the first. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Forced out of the pocket. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense. And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win in deep.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. They can use this first first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Some misdirection with the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Now 1st and 10 after they got them to jump. Grab behind the line. It's Rodriguez. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Rodriguez. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to get it through the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
This is such a frustrating feeling when you got a defense that drops back, takes away all the immediate options, does a really good job with the first play, the pass play, but then you got a quarterback that...
Here's a little room there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man out of the backfield. Could not make his way to the corner. These two first met in 1912 and both have a rich history of stars. Johnny Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Bear Bryant, Tim Couch at Kentucky through the years. The rivalry is a great one, fellas.
That's a great list of people to think about in this rivalry. Obviously, it runs deep, and the uniforms are solid, right? Like bright red, blue on the other side, just a nice color clash.
Yeah, visually and optically, you're right. This is a very good-looking rivalry game, but it's also good on the field. There's a lot of talent assembled here today.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barnes. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Barnes. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Well, this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Kentucky! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. And he muffs it, a loose football. They'll pounce on the loose ball in the end zone, stop the drive, and it'll be a touchback. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Foley. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running inside, it's Brown. Could be an alley. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
On first down, it's Brown again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Off play action. Slings it downfield and wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the catch. It's Rodriguez. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Escapes the sack. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Give him 109 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing.
Finding some room. Past the 10. Touchdown Cardinals. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. That is his third score of the game and now 14 on the season. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Barnes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He tries to take the top off. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You just wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?
They'll move the wide receiver. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
1st down, right back to Brown. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job at his decision making. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And they Pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Turning it on. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Kentucky spends its second timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Wants to throw it again. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guy.
Makes the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with Colorado taking on the Iowa State Cyclones. And it's the Buffaloes looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside, Mac. Now back to your game in Louisville. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this fight between Louisville and Kentucky plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Kentucky's head coach said in the locker room he's the most concerned with his starter losing the football. Ball security has been a big topic in the locker room at the half. He said, I feel like our offense is performing well, but our running back has to hold on to the ball. They start the game on offense. We'll see if he's able to tuck it in and be higher and tighter with that football to start the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The run inside. It's Barnes. Got a little grass. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Kentucky going quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. So now it's second and long.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Using his legs, it's Barnes. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback moving. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Louisville sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Brown again. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Throwing on the run. He holds it in, and nobody's close. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Foley. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He
just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. Turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll give it to Brown. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. One final play before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barnes. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. And send the tight end in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Gilmore. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Running inside, it's Barnes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Did the work himself. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Kentucky right back to the line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Now from inside the red zone. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Wildcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground. There's not much to lose this close to the end zone. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Trying to pound it in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. To the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. The Wildcats are right back on top.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. A give to Brown. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. One more time, it's Brown. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Makes it past the marker. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Now run it out of the gun with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's Brown. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. In the red area, it's Brown. He stopped, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they are going to waltz out of here with a win. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Maybe it was just in the cards as Louisville takes home this rivalry game, and they will bring the Governor's Cup home to the Ville. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.